Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you for doing this tonight. Community is literally coming out in spades right now on my computer. And I am so glad to see that you are committed to showing up for everyone who needs community right now. Community is a critical tool in so many of our life journeys. And unfortunately, community often becomes an inadvertent contributor to pain during an already stressful and heartbreaking infertility experience. Jewish community, we all know, is so family oriented and child centered. So much of our celebrations and communal spaces are all about family, and it leaves anyone without family or struggling to build a family on the fringes. And it can push people to actually, unfortunately, further isolate and remove themselves from community at the particular point when communal support is actually such a critical tool and a powerful coping tool, which is why I am so and have always been so supportive of the work that Yesh Tikva does, bringing our communal awareness forward, creating room for conversations where there were none before, elevating our sensitivity to the struggles of others, and teaching us how we as community members can show up in support and in love. I run Svivah, which is super fun, which is made up of a very diverse and multi-generational collective of women, different ages, different affiliations, different communities, totally different communities. And at our very first gathering, we asked women to sit in groups of 4 and introduce themselves, get to know one another, and we asked them the following question. At what point in your life do you wish that your spiritual community had shown up better for you? So that is a great question and a hard one, and you can take time to think about the answer for yourself, because I think it's an important one that we should all address and answer. But in every single group, to a T, there was at least one woman in each group who had answered that question with, "When I was struggling with infertility." 1 in every 4 women in that room articulated that she had struggled with infertility. These were women from different generations, different synagogues, different states, and all different walks of life. And in each group, infertility was the common denominator. I wish my community had been there for me when I was struggling. So Gila, Ellie, what you're doing with Yesh Tikva is such a critical piece of community. You're empowering and educating the broader community to understand how to be there and how to serve people the way community is intended to serve people. Community is supposed to make us feel like we belong. It's supposed to make us feel like we're understood. It's supposed to support us. And it's supposed to help us accomplish the hard things, the things that we couldn't necessarily do on our own. We all need community in the valleys of our life, the valleys that life brings us, just as much, if not more so, that we do when we're at our peaks. And I think, as you know, so many of the other amazing speakers tonight have articulated, the disappointment in community, it comes accidentally. I don't think that people intend to be hurtful or insensitive. I think there's a lack of understanding. And often the privacy of this struggle leaves people really ignorant. But I do believe that people want to be supportive and helpful. But most of the time they struggle to understand what that looks like. Fertility is such a turbulent journey. It's disappointing, it's hopeful, it's exhausting, it's stressful, it's infuriating, it's painful, it's tentative, it's depressing, it's isolated, and it can be hard for those who haven't experienced the roller coaster of infertility to understand how to show up in each one of those different moments. So what I love about Yesh Tikva is that you give us those tools. You help us understand how to be the community that we want to be, and you give us the tools to show our love and our support. And I just want to thank you for all of this work, and thank you for helping us to help people we love and care about. And I just want to send enormous love and hugs if that person is you. So thank you.